All right. Good morning, everyone. Hi. Happy Monday. How was your weekend? Hopefully you got the chance to get a little sunshine, soak up some of that vitamin D. It was definitely beautiful. It's supposed to be beautiful the rest of this week. It's like summer temperatures. What the heck is going on? So hopefully you have some space to get out and enjoy that. But yeah, how are we doing? How's everyone hanging in there? You guys still doing okay? The quote for today and kind of the theme, we've talked a little bit about this before, and it's kind of seeing the world through a lens of gratitude. Um, and so, yeah, I liked this one because it's a little bit of a tip, if you will, or a tool that you can try and practice. And it says, trade your expectations for appreciation, and your whole world can change. So trade your expectations for appreciation, and your whole world can change, right? And sometimes that relates to big things. Sometimes it's just small things. If we wake up and we assume that it's supposed to be sunny and beautiful and wonderful, and all of a sudden it's rainy and dark and cloudy. Well, we had an expectation versus maybe appreciating the fact that we needed rain that day, or that Mother Nature goes through her cycles just as well as we all do, and it was time for a little cold and a little darkness, and that's just a pretty easy example. Obviously, as we're all navigating what's going on right now, there's a lot that we were expecting to be doing, or there's a lot that we expect from other people, maybe, or even from ourselves, right? Like getting into this new routine. All right, I'm working from home. I can be really productive. I can get the house cleaned. I can do all my exercises. And in reality, I just need to appreciate that I'm waking up today, that I'm here, that I'm still doing, the basics. So, yeah, see where maybe that can fit into your life or just your day to day, and see if it changes. See if it changes your outlook for maybe not the whole world or your entire life, but just for today. So, um, cool. We will get into stretches. We'll follow up with some meditation today and talking a little bit about why the breath is important. And yeah, we'll get this week started. So let's go ahead. Come on to your comfortable position, your starting position. All right, you guys. So feet are flat on the floor, hips are heavy. There we go. It's always hard to get started back up again on a Monday morning, right? But we're here, we're in this together. So again, feet are flat, knees are bent, hips are heavy. Feel your spine get long and lifted. And take the shoulders down the back. Just relax them here. And then feel the top of your head reach up towards the ceiling, sitting up nice and tall. And we're going to start, as we always do, with 3 deep breaths. I invite you to close your eyes here as we inhale through the nose, pull the breath in, open mouth, exhale, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Last one, deep breath in, and a slow breath out. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, open the eyes, come on back into the space that you're in, and we'll get started with the stretches. So we'll begin with our legs, our lower extremities here. So go ahead and bring them straight out in front of you as best as possible. And then we'll start by pointing and flexing our feet here. Good. Just start to get the body moving, get the blood flowing. And as always, if you're unable to see physical motion in the body, whether it's with this posture or another stretch, that's okay. Just close your eyes and see if you can try to watch as the body energetically moves. Good. Nice job, you guys. Just get everything stirring on this Monday morning, right? All right, good. Okay, so we'll keep our legs straight out in front of us, but go ahead and place your heels on the floor And then draw your toes back in towards your face. So you're going to flex at the feet and then take a nice breath in as you lengthen through the spine. And then we're going to take our hands down towards our toes, or at least in that direction, okay? Maybe your hands end up at the shins or the knees. That's okay. Wherever you're at, ease into that stretch. Continue to move the breath slow and steady. And then begin to feel into sensation. Notice what you feel on the back side of the legs here. Allow your calves and your hamstrings to stretch open and soften. Good, and just keep the breath moving here, slow and steady. Nice job, you guys. Don't need to force anything. Don't need to have any expectations. Just let those go and appreciate this moment for what it is. Good. Take another deep breath in. And exhale slowly, slowly. Come on back up to seated. Good job. All right, go ahead and put a bend in the knees again. Bring your feet flat to the floor. And then let's just take a breath to reset here. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to get into our hip adductors. So that's the inside of our thighs here. And we're just going to draw our knees away from one another. You can utilize your hands or your forearms just to add a little extra pressure if that feels okay. Or you can just use the muscles of the legs to continue to pull the knees in opposite directions here. Good, and then once again, return to the breath here. Letting go of any tension or any holding. Letting go of any expectations. And just taking the moment to breathe. Feel into the body, feel into the stretch. And just notice what you feel. Keep the breath moving, soft and steady. Take another inhale here. And exhale, slowly come on back up to seated. Nice job, you guys. Draw those knees back in towards one another. Come back to your starting position. And we'll take a breath to reset here. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome job. All right, so once again, from this starting position, lower half of the body is heavy, rooting down towards the ground. Feel your spine get a little longer, a little lighter. Lift your head up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And then we'll start with the right leg here. So draw that knee into the belly, into the chest. And then just start to breathe into the back side of that right hip. Good. Maybe it feels okay to cross that leg over the opposite. And then just notice. Notice if it changes the pull or changes the stretch. Good. With every breath in, lengthen through the spine, sit up a little taller. And with every breath out, maybe pull that knee in a little closer, deepening the stretch, either physically or energetically. Just continue breathing into it. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly release. Let that go. Awesome job. We'll switch sides. So once again, inhale, sitting up nice and tall, lengthening through the crown of the head. And then we'll pull the left knee up into the torso, squeezing it into the chest here. Good. Breathing and feeling into the back side of the left hip here. Nice job, you guys. If it feels okay, you can cross this over and just noticing if the muscles have changed here or if the sensation has changed. And once again, lengthen through the spine as you breathe in, create a little space. And then as you breathe out, maybe deepen the stretch, maybe squeeze that leg in a little tighter. Good, and just continue to keep this soft, no forcing. No need for it to look a certain way or feel a certain way. Just appreciating what it is in this moment for you. Good. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, slowly release. Let it go. Nice job, you guys. Let's take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth. Exhale. Let it go. Awesome job. All right, so now we're going to move into our spinal stretches. So again, we'll come back to our starting position. Feet are flat on the floor. Hips heavy, legs grounding towards the floor. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen through the spine. Reach your head up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, twist over to the right here. Good. And maybe you use your hands to grab a hold of the chair or maybe the side of your leg. Just giving yourself a little extra leverage, a little extra stability. And then keep breathing. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine here, create space in the back. And then as you exhale, maybe twist a little deeper. Perhaps bringing the gaze over the right shoulder. And just easing into this stretch. Shouldn't be any pain or any forcing. Just noticing where you can soften as you move into the space created. Good. Take another deep breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly come back through center. Nice job, you guys. We'll switch sides. So inhale, lengthen up through the top of your head. And as you exhale, twist over to the left. Once again, taking the hand grip of your choice. Maybe it's on your leg, maybe it's on your chair. Wherever you're at, that's most comfortable for you. Creating stability and leverage. And then keep breathing. Lengthen with the breath in, sit up nice and tall. And then maybe twist a little deeper with the breath out. Perhaps the gaze comes over the left shoulder. Maybe it's just an energetic deepening. Feeling your muscles as they ease into the stretch. Giving yourself the time and space to softly open up here. Good. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly come on back through center. Nice job, you guys. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get into the back body here. So keep your feet exactly where they're at. And then we're going to round our spine forward, bringing our hands down to our feet here. Good, and then just start to breathe into the low back. Notice the muscles of the lumbar spine. And just allow yourself to watch and feel as they begin to soften and stretch away from one another. If it feels okay, you can continue rounding your body all the way down towards the ground with the head reaching towards the floor. If there's any discomfort or any compression, just back off a little bit on that. You can just continue to stay right in this low back area, breathing into sensation, feeling into your body. Nice job, you guys. Keep the breath moving, slow and steady. Take another deep breath in here. And then exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly. Come on back up to seated. Good. Just give yourself a minute here. Allow the blood pressure to resettle. Let everything stabilize. After you're upside down, the body needs a minute to readjust to being back upright again. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Nice job, you guys. All right, so now we'll go ahead and get into the front of our body here. So again, keeping that spine long and lifted, you can start by just squeezing your shoulder blades together. So taking your elbow points and your shoulder blade tips towards one another on the back of your body. Just notice what that does to the front of your chest here. Couple other options. You can take your back over the back of your chair, so just draping your spine over. If you have a chair with a higher back like myself, you can just push your shoulders into the top of the chair and then round through the rest of your back. So I'm pulling my belly forward here. Good, and then the gaze is softly up towards the ceiling. I don't want to crunch into the back of the neck too much. That'll restrict blood flow. And then go ahead and try and open up the arms to either side. And again, just notice what that does here to the muscles of the front body. Watching and feeling as the abdominals stretch open and the pecs soften. Even all the muscles and tissues around the throat begin to expand. Watching everything soften and lengthen with the breath in. And then as you breathe out, just relaxing, letting the muscles drip around the bones here. Keeping the breath smooth and steady. Feeling into the entire front of your body here. Take another soft breath in. And exhale, slowly come on back up to seated. Nice job, you guys. Let's go ahead and take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome job. All right, so we'll go ahead and get into our arms, our upper extremities. So the first one that we're going to do is shoulder flexion. Now I'm going to guide it with fingers in between one another. So if you're able to, really try to get each finger in between the other on the opposite hand. That's going to allow for more range, more mobility, really just an opening of the hand here, the entire palm. Of course, you have a couple other options. You can take cupped hands here and just utilize that grip. You can always use the strength of one arm to assist the other. And then, of course, you always have the option of just raising one arm as well. So wherever you're at in that posture today, that's okay. Just continue to breathe into it and be in your own body in this moment. So again, I will guide with fingers in between one another. Everyone will come to the starting position. Feet are flat, hips are heavy. Take a deep breath in, and then lift those fingertips up and over, maybe in the direction of the ceiling. Good, just breathing into this position. Noticing where you feel sensation. If there's any pain or any discomfort, just back off a little bit, maybe come to a little lower level. And then still notice. Notice if you feel a stretch in the shoulders or the armpits, maybe the side bodies. Maybe you feel the most stretch in your hands and the palms. That's okay too. We're all going to experience this a little bit differently. And if you take a minute to just let go of the expectation of what it's supposed to be and simply appreciate it for what it is, it might change your perspective. Good. So on our next breath, if it feels good, go ahead and inhale and maybe reach a little higher. Just knowing where your boundaries are, breathing into sensation, feeling into a deeper stretch if that's okay in your body. One more breath in, and then exhale slowly, slowly, slowly. Bring those arms back on down. Nice job, you guys. All right, I'm going to turn to the side and show you our scapular glides. So what we're doing here is moving our shoulder blades. And if you have a table or a flat surface in front of you, I advise placing your hands on top of it. If you're like me and you don't, you can pretend. So whether real or imaginary, place your hands on the table And then we're going to draw our fingers away from the body here. And what that's doing is getting some range right in that shoulder blade area, right in the shoulder girdle. So if you need to feel the difference here, you can draw your shoulder blades towards one another so they come right in the midline of your back, and then start to pull them away from each other so that they're moving to the opposite sides of the rib cage. Good, and then you'll continue to move your fingers up and away from you, and that's going to continue to pull those shoulder blades up and around the rib cage here. Good, nice job, you guys. Continue breathing into the sensation, breathing into the feelings on the back and the shoulders. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in as you reach those fingertips away. And then exhale slowly, slowly. Come on back towards center. Or we're seated, excuse me. Nice job, you guys. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn back facing you. And then we're going to get into the back of our arms here. And yeah, that'll be our stretch. Not sure where those words were going. Sorry, guys. Still Monday morning. All right, so go ahead and come to a nice tall seat again. Come to that starting position. Take a deep breath in, sit up nice and tall. And then we'll bring our right arm up and across, fingertips reaching away from the body here. That's option number 1. Option number 2, you can grab a hold of this other shoulder and just give it a gentle tug here. Notice what you feel on the back side of the right shoulder. And then option number 3, using your other hand to gently assist that arm into a little deeper stretch. Maybe giving it a soft squeeze here towards the body. Good, and then just keep breathing, slow and steady. Nice job, you guys. Allow yourself to soften into this moment. Let go of any tension or holding or any expectations of what it's supposed to look like. And just feel into this moment. Notice how it is as it is. Good. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly release. Let that arm go. Nice job, you guys. We'll switch sides. Once again, sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. And then reach that left hand up and across the body here. Good. This is option number 1, just reaching away from midline. Option number 2, you can grab a hold of this right shoulder. Just give it a gentle tug. See what that does for the back side of this left shoulder. And then option number 3, of course, you can take the other hand and just pull that arm into the torso. Giving it a nice gentle squeeze. Breathing into sensation, feeling into the stretch. Good. Once again, letting go of any expectations, any forcing that you think you should be doing. Just breathe. Feel into this moment as it is. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, slowly release. Let the arm go. Nice job. All right, we're going to go ahead and do my favorite part, which is shoulder rolls. So just bringing those shoulders up to the ears and then back down again, up to the ears and then back down again. Good. Continue rolling those shoulders out, feeling into what feels good for you. Maybe going forward or backwards, perhaps side to side. Just taking this minute to really feel into what your body needs right now. Nice job, you guys. When you're done with that, go ahead and once again, we'll come back to our starting position. So feet are flat on the floor, hips are heavy, spine is long and lifted. Relax the shoulders down the back. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. Good. And start to soften. I invite you to close your eyes here, letting go of any outside distractions, just allowing gravity to gently draw the weight of the head towards the floor. As you breathe into the left side of the neck, watching and feeling as the muscles soften and stretch away from one another. Good. Continue to let go a little more with every exhale. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly come on back up towards seated. Nice job. We'll go ahead and switch sides. Inhale as you lengthen. And as you exhale, slowly drop the left ear down to the left shoulder. Good. Once again, allow yourself to let go. Let go of everything that's outside of you right now. And just allow gravity to draw your head over towards the floor. Breathing into the right side of the neck. Watching and feeling as the muscles soften and gently draw away from one another. Nice job, you guys. Keep the breath moving, slow and steady. Letting go a little more with every breath out. Take another deep breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly drop the chin down towards the chest. Good, and just begin to make small, gentle circles with the head and the neck. Watching as the stretch moves through all corners of the cervical spine. Feeling into the sensations in the tissues. As you're ready, switching directions. Reversing the rotation. And once again, just watching and feeling what sensations arise. Good. As you're ready, come on back through center. And once again, we'll come to our starting position. So bring your feet flat to the floor. Hips are heavy, knees are bent. Feel your spine get long. Head is right in line with the spine. Top of the head is reaching up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are relaxed. And we'll finish just as we started with 3 deep breaths. I invite you to close your eyes once more. As we inhale through the nose, pull the breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Last one, deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Nice job, you guys. Let the breath return to normal. When you're ready, allow yourself to gently blink the eyes back open. Come on back into the space that you're in. And that ends our stretches for today. So thank you guys so much for joining for that portion. I'm going to go ahead and get set up for mindfulness. So give me a second and just hang tight. guys. Oh, hi, Jess. Good morning. Good morning. And let's see, we've got Robert here. Hello, King. Wake me up before you go, go. Is that Wham? Do we have Wham for a Monday morning? I like that. And yes, Vivian, that's your job. I think you're supposed to be keeping an eye on Robert. So, all right, you guys. Once again, I don't know if it's my computer or Facebook or the internet, but it says my video's not playing, but it also says I'm recording. So this is one of those moments where I sit here and talk to the computer with no reaction from it, and hopefully you guys are still out there. So we will continue to go with this. And yeah, if anyone has any tips on Facebook videos and why the playback stops randomly, maybe you can share. That would be great. Or if you just want to keep sharing Wham lyrics, we can also do that. There's nothing wrong with it, right? We're letting go of expectation and we're appreciating what is. All right. So let's see. I think we've done this one 2 or 3 times before. It's just the simple meditation. So we're going to return to the basics of just breathing and just breathing for a set amount of time. But before we get into that, I just wanted to give everyone a few little tidbits on why breathing is such a core element of mindfulness and meditation, and how it helps us connect to the present moment, right? So I guess the most basic, and I'm reading off of an article that I have here, but the most basic is that it gives us a place to focus our attention, right? So a lot of what mindfulness and meditation try to do is allow the external distractions to pass us by, but how do we do that without having one thing to focus on? And so the breath can be that for us. It's always there. It's constant. We don't need to control it. We simply are just trying to observe it. And I know I've talked with several of my participants about this before, that the idea of watching the breath is it's kind of a hard concept. And so that's why I always invite people to close their eyes, because it's the idea of visualization, right? So visualizing as the air travels in through your nose, seeing it take form in your body, and then watching it as it leaves. And so, right, as I'm sitting right here with my eyes open, it's kind of hard to physically watch my breath. But if I close my eyes and I turn my gaze inward, I can picture myself sitting here. I can visualize as the air travels into my body, whether it's through my nose or my mouth. I can sense it in my throat and the back of my nose, down in my chest. When I say as it fills the belly, it's just putting pressure on the diaphragm that pushes the belly out. And then I'm watching it as it returns and comes back out. So hopefully that helps. And that's what, again, why I always say you can close the eyes. Now, if you're unable to watch the breath, then you can watch a part of the body as it responds to the breath. So maybe you watch the chest as it expands. Maybe you watch the nostrils as you feel the breath go in and out. Maybe you place your hand, 1 or 2 of them, on your belly and watch as your belly responds to the breath. So really this breath just allows us to have kind of a moving target. It allows us to focus on that. And then we can also try to avoid overtiring our attention on something else, right? If we're always thinking about other distractions or something that's coming up or something in the past, this idea of the breath brings us back here. The other thing, and it's a little bit symbolic, but it's also very realistic and very scientific. Breath is life. So without the breath, we don't get very far. There's some deep sea divers that know how to hold their breath for several minutes. I don't recommend that to any of you, myself included. But if you're not breathing, you're not living, right? So we're incorporating both the focus where we're trying to keep our mind, but also the fact that in this moment with the breath, we're alive, we're living, right? And for me, that also kind of goes back to the quote of this morning, where if you trade your expectations for appreciation, we're not trying to think about, oh, what should we have, or what's coming next, or what do I expect this to look like. We're simply just tuning into right now, what is, and what is our breath, right? So I know this kind of sounds easy in description. It's not. Anyone that's tried this, or if this is your first time, it's tough. The mind goes at 1,000,000 miles a minute, and it's designed to do that. So we need to be appreciative of that, but we also need to give it a rest. So yeah, we'll continue talking about the breath through the entire week. And I'll keep sharing some tidbits that maybe you guys can pull into your meditation, or even just, things as to why it's important. Again, just giving a little extra perspective. So for the time being, go ahead and come to that comfortable seat. I'm going to have a sip of my tea. Good. And then I have the timer today set for 15 minutes. So we've done this before. We first started with 8 minutes and then 10, and we've done 15 once before, and we'll do it again. And all you have to do here is relax. So I will guide you both in and out of this meditation. And the only thing that I'm going to ask is that you watch the breath. So again, I will continue to give you some tidbits on how to do that. For now, just find a comfortable seat. Maybe it's in the chair that you did your stretches in. Maybe you're lying down if that's safe and comfortable for you. Good. And right now, just kind of gather all the distractions, any worries, any desires, or anything that is kind of filling your head. Pull that into one breath. Gather it all up. And then when you exhale, let it all go. And allow yourself to have an audible sigh, right? So maybe take a couple more of those. Inhale, pull any distractions, thoughts, worries, wants, hopes, whatever it is, pull it all in. And then loudly let it out. Good. If you need to take a few more of those, feel free. And then just start to settle. Settle into this position. Settle into your breath. If you haven't already, I invite you to close your eyes. Soften your gaze. Bring all of your attention and awareness inside. And just begin to notice. Notice yourself as you are in this moment. Comfortable, at ease, and breathing. With your eyes closed, see if you can see yourself. Visualize yourself as you are in this moment. As you're ready, as you're able, bring all of your attention to your breath. And simply notice. Watching as the breath travels in and as the breath travels out. Maybe you notice the different qualities of your breath. Are you breathing a little faster? Are your breaths more shallow? Maybe you're taking deep, long, full breaths. No right or wrong here. We're just observing. And if you notice that you're trying to control your breath, allow yourself to let go. Let go of that control. Simply observe. If your mind wanders at any point, or if you get distracted, or maybe your eyes open, that's okay. Notice, acknowledge, and come back to the breath. Close the eyes once more, and just watch. Watch yourself as you are, breathing softly in and softly out. If you need an anchor point or a place in the body to focus your attention, that's okay. Perhaps you settle on your nostrils and you simply keep the focus there as you watch the breath rush in and rush back out. Maybe your attention lies on your chest, watching it expand as it fills with air, broadening in all four directions, and then watching as it softens and relaxes as the breath moves out. Perhaps you notice the belly. Maybe you even rest one hand on it. And notice as it fills up and sticks out with the breath in. And then with the breath out, watching it tone back in, pushing the air back out of the body. There's no right or wrong here. Wherever that anchor point is for you, continue to focus there. Just as an anchor steadies a ship when the storm rolls in, so too can the anchor of your breath steady the mind when the storm of thoughts comes. Continue to watch your breath as it moves softly in and softly out. Softly in, softly out. Softly in and softly out. Keeping your focus either on the breath itself or some physical anchor point in your body. Watching as the body expands and reacts and molds around the breath. On the inhale, and then watching the body soften and relax and let go on the exhale. Softly in and softly out. Softly in and softly out. Softly in and softly out. In, out. In, out. If your mind has wandered, whether it's a distraction internally or externally, maybe the eyes have opened, whatever it is, that's okay. Acknowledge, appreciate it, and then come back to the breath. Come back to this moment. If you can, watch the breath for one full cycle as it enters into the body, filling the chest, filling the belly, and then watch it as it exits, rushing back out through the nose or the mouth. If you're unable to follow the breath for one full cycle, that's okay. You get another chance. With every breath in, you get a new opportunity. If you're able to watch for one, try for two. If 2 full cycles is easy, go for 3. If you can watch for 3, go for 4. And then just keep watching. Softly in and softly out. Softly in and softly out. We're in the final few moments of our practice here. I will let go of my verbal guidance and continue to breathe with you. You'll hear a final bell indicating indicating that our time is up. And until then, just allow yourself to be here. Let go of any expectations of what it should look or feel like. And just allow yourself to appreciate it for what it is. And continue to breathe. Softly in and softly out. Softly in and softly out. In and out. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Let go of any focus or attention, any awareness. Just let it all soften. Take another breath in and a breath out. Once again, allowing yourself to feel into this moment. Letting go of what you think it should be like or what it should feel like. And just appreciate it for what it is. Whatever it is for you, right here, right now. If you wish to continue to stay here with eyes closed, breathing, please do so, by all means. Otherwise, when you're ready, as you're ready, softly blink the eyes open. Come on back into the space that you're in. Thank you guys so much for joining on this Monday morning, giving yourselves the time and the space to reconnect to your body, to your breath, and allowing yourself to appreciate this present moment. Have a wonderful day. Thanks again. And yeah, we'll be here tomorrow morning, again, Tuesday. Hopefully the video's working again. Until then, you guys take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and have a great one.